Do you take a price reduction on a house? Hi, it's Beth Sager, Real Talk Tuesday, and price reductions. So here's the thing. If you listen to your realtor and they put the proper price on your house, this never has to be a discussion you have. But I find sellers sometimes don't want to listen to the advice of a realtor. And it's kind of funny because I'm always like, okay, well, you've done this once in 20 years and I do this every day, but sure, let's go with your price and not my price. So that's fine. But the market right now is still a seller's market in that buyers expect to come into a house and pay asking price or above, and typically above for most houses, unless you're, at the high end of pricing. But if you choose to price your house higher than that, it won't sell. I mean, buyers just do not come in and offer, and the seller's always like, well, why aren't they just going to offer anything? I'm like, I have no idea, but you cannot convince a buyer to come in and offer less than asking price. They don't. And then your house is on the market for a couple of weeks and people think, oh my gosh, like, what's wrong with the house? Nothing, but it's always price. And then the seller gets worried, like, oh my God, they think, what are they going to think? I'm desperate for an offer. And I think, well, you're selling your house. Like, I don't care what they think. You need to reduce your price so someone will make an offer for your house, because otherwise, what is the point of having it on the market, right? So, and the buyers are in charge of prices. So we can say whatever we want, but if no one is buying your house and it's been on the market for 2 weeks, there's something wrong with your pricing and we need to address it. And we need to address it ruthlessly. Like, if your house is 1.5 million, dropping it 15,000 is not going to do anything. Like, you have to really take a big cut, because it doesn't matter, right? Like, say you take a $75,000 cut and then you have a bidding war. Well, isn't that great? But if you don't put your price on the house, you're not going to have a bidding war anyways. And then you're probably going to sell your house for less money than if you had listened to your realtor and put it on at the price you were supposed to. But price reductions are real. They're necessary. I've probably had 3 listings in the past 4 months. One, the seller decided they didn't want to go with my pricing. And then when they finally did, we sold it. One, we got an offer, but then they bailed. And then it was on the market for a week. So we did lower the price a little bit. I forget what the third one was. Oh, I guess the third one, no. But they ended up offering lower than the asking price. And that was on the first weekend, but that's okay. Like, I mean, my clients wanted to sell their house. But you don't want to have to get into the situation where you need to do a price reduction. But if you do, you absolutely want to do it fast and ruthless. And it doesn't matter what the buyers think. You want to sell your house.